Please be advised, I am a regular person with regular skin, blemishes, hyperpigmentation, etc. I am not a dermatologist or an esthetician. Do what you feel is best for your skin, boo. Do you. This first mask contains activated charcoal and non toxic Elmer's glue. I always start with washing my face with a mild cleanser. I make sure that I don't scrub too hard, and then I just rinse off. This brand of activated charcoal I got from Amazon, and then I got regular school glue from the store. I use a few teaspoons. If you have capsules, you can just break open a few capsules and put it in a bowl. And then your next step is to just use enough glue to make it a paste consistency. If I had taken off the cap, I definitely would have gotten more glue out at one time. Be careful with this because the charcoal does get messy and it will stain whatever you drop it on. After I have my paste, I apply a thin layer. I'm using a wooden sponge that came in an art set because the charcoal is black. I didn't want to use a white sponge or a white paintbrush or a white makeup brush because it was going to stain it and I didn't want to have to throw it away. Here I am being very careful not to get it on my nose ring because this is a peel off mask and not a wash off mask. I didn't want to rip out my nose ring when I'm pulling this mask off. Be very careful not to get it on any hair, but if you do get it on hair, on your eyebrows or on your hairline, you can just wash it off with water. Here's what it looks like while it's drying. Leave it on for about 20 minutes or until it dries. You can feel it with your hands. Nothing should be sticky. If it's sticky, that means it's not dry. It did dry pretty thin, and I thought about putting on a second layer, but I didn't want to wait 20 more minutes. So I just started here and began attempting to peel it off. I could tell that it wasn't going to come off in one really cool layer like they do on the videos, but that's fine. So starting from the edge, I began peeling. I just wanted to get a few pieces so that I could show you what it would look like, but it was really hard. So I started peeling down instead of peeling up, but that peel feels so good to me. If this hurts you, do not peel it off. Just wash it off with some facial soap and water. You do not have to torture yourself. I continued peeling the pieces and checking to see if I could see any blackheads or whiteheads or little hairs uh, coming off. I think because it was a thinner layer, it was tough to see. But honestly, even if it pulled off just a little bit or made my skin feel smoother, it was worth it. Now, peeling it off on my cheek did kind of hurt. So I did that faster so I wouldn't have to um, deal with the pain for long. I could tell that it was making my skin feel a little smoother, kind of getting off some of that dead skin. And at this point, I'm at the top of my head. The forehead doesn't really hurt that much. I decided about 3/4 of the way through just to wet my hands and rub the rest of it off. Next time, I think I'm going to do a thicker layer so it can come off in one piece and I can have like a cool mask shape whenever I pull it off. Because chemistry, this does come off with water and a little bit of friction. Whenever I'm done getting this off, I always ice my face. My face tends to be a little bit sensitive after I do the peel off masks. So putting the ice on helps to soothe my pores and it helps my face feel a little bit better. I wish I had a better camera so you guys could see what was pulled out, but you can see a little bit here. Mask number 2 contains apple cider vinegar and Aztec healing clay. It is a bentonite clay and you can order it online or find it in a grocery store. I didn't measure this out, but about 3 teaspoons of Aztec clay and 2.5 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar gives me the paste that I need, the paste like consistency that I like. When you put it together, you'll see it get like bubbly. I love that interaction and it feels really good when you put it on your face. When you mix it together, allow it to become a paste. When it sits for about a minute, you will get the consistency that you want. Don't add too much liquid or you're going to have to add more powder. Now, I made more than enough here. I think I did twice as much as I actually needed, but I spread it on my face. I make sure I put it all over my face. This one you can put, if you have like facial jewelry, you can put it over it because we're going to wash this off. We're not going to peel it off. So I made sure to cover my entire nose and any like problem areas I have on my face. Pay attention to the directions on the back of the container. It says to leave it on for about um, between 5 and 20 minutes, depending on your skin. You will feel like a pulsating feeling, which feels amazing, and it will be dry and cracking when it's ready. So I just use a hot, wet towel and I put it on my face, and it feels so good to me. I don't know, it's just so good to me. And I take a minute to kind of wet it back into a paste and then I just wipe it off. My face does not get sore after this at all. It feels very soothed, it feels very soft, and it really feels like my skin is like rejuvenated. With every single mask, you want to follow up with a moisturizer. So just something light, something non scented, non medicated after you use products like this. And now, mask number 3 is a pre made mask. It's a pure clay mask from L'Oreal. And it just comes in a little like container. And I use a makeup brush to put it on my face. It's very important to note that you should probably only do one mask on your face per week, maybe two, but definitely not more than one per day, just until you learn how your skin is going to like react with all of them. And then also, you want to be gentle to your face. Your face goes through a lot every day, so you don't want to put too much stuff on your face daily or weekly. The directions are on the back of this container and it says to leave it on for 10 to 15 minutes. So once it feels dry but not tight, that means it's time to wipe it off. I get a hot, wet towel and I wipe it off just like I did the other clay mask. Now, you can use a dark towel if you're worried about staining the towel with the mask, but this mask will wash off from the towel. Put it in the washing machine with your other towels and wash it, and it will be clean. It will not be stained. It's not like oil based or something like that. It will wash out and it will be just fine. I'm making sure that when I rub this off my face, I'm not rubbing really hard, but I am making sure that I get underneath my nose ring. I don't want any of that stuff stuck in my pores. When I'm done, I use my Shea Moisture Raw Shea Butter and just moisturize my face. I actually use this after every single mask and I put it on my hands, on my face, and my neck, and it feels really good. If you have sensitive skin, talk to your doctor before you use any of this stuff. I really, really love masks. If you've tried any of these or any other masks, let me know. Until next time, y'all have a good day.